There's a very small content warning in that I'm directly quoting the administration. And for real, it's not like slurs, but it may as well. It's just direct quotes. And this poem is called Discourse. The subtitle is Let Your Heart Be a Whistle. And the stand-up comedian laments, everyone is so sensitive these days, you can't say anything anymore. Secretary of Homeland Security Kristi Noem announced that she wants to ban visitors from, quote, every damn country that's been flooding our nation with killers, leeches, and entitlement junkies, unquote. And the editorial board laments, college students have a right to protest but must be held accountable for their divisive rhetoric. Minnesota Representative and Majority Whip of the U.S. House Tom Emmer lies, stating that 80% of the crimes being committed in the Twin Cities in Minnesota are being committed by Somalis. And the public intellectual laments, people are getting canceled for the most trivial things these days. Careers are being destroyed over nothing. The President of the United States says, Ilhan Omar is garbage. Her friends are garbage. These aren't people that work. They come from hell and do nothing but bitch. We don't want them. Let them go back to where they come from. And the celebrity laments, I hate politics. I don't believe in either side, because if you're on either side, you're supporting division. Vice President J.D. Vance says, it is totally reasonable and acceptable for American citizens to look at their next door neighbors and say, I want to live next to people who I have something in common with. I don't want to live next to 4 families of strangers. And the poet laments, 4 families of strangers. 1 child from each, I call that my grandparents. And you wouldn't know them. They never had a podcast. They weren't perfect, but they weren't fascists. And when the flood came, they didn't drink it, but they also didn't pretend it wasn't there. Decades before I was born, they quietly moved their strange families to higher ground. Some had skin so light no border could weigh them down. Others had to be creative. Decades after I was born, I run out of words. Racist, bootlicking bullies and cowards, all true, all insufficient. And when the discourse of the powerful is evil on one side and indifference on the other, let your heart be a whistle, loud, piercing, taking up as much space as possible, a reminder that the call is not to say something perfect, it is to make noise. The call is not to say something smart, it is to make noise, a reminder that there is no language more divisive than the truth, a reminder that in the right moment something very small can bring something very large to its knees. For every quote unquote family of strangers, welcome. Make yourself at home. Make yourself a home here. Did you know that remembering the past and imagining the future light up the same networks in our brains? My grandparents, whether by blood or bibliography, taught me to remember where I come from. And my grandchildren, whether by blood or water rippling, teach me to remember where I stand.